You are now tuned in to the Players Den podcast. It's your boy Wayne.
Tone.
And we back, baby.
We are back and
yes,
we are
sir.
better. We are better.
Always better.
So before we get into the NFL tonight, I want to go ahead and pay our respects to the lineman from Georgia that passed away after the parade, shortly after the parade, overnight. Yep. And he had a young lady in his car. His name is Devin Whitlock, and the young lady name is Chandler LaCroix. And they passed away in an accident, tragedy, celebrating winning, another championship, and then something happened. We don't have the full details on that either, but they both passed away.
Man, very very sad story, man, especially for a fan base that's supposed to be celebrating a second back-to-back, back-to-back, championship. So. Man, definitely not something the UGA community wanted to hear. Definitely not something, anybody wanted to hear.
No.
Regardless of what, team you support.
No.
Super sad situation.
Yeah.
2 young lives lost.
Yeah.
Way too soon. Like you said, we don't really know all the details. I'm not going to speculate into what happened.
Right.
But all we do know is that 2 people lost their lives. And that's nothing to play with. So that's very sad news.
Yes, sir. And,
so RIP to the lives lost.
Yeah, and I seen a lot of teams on Twitter, paying their respects, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
so
super.
Seeing that from Florida and Alabama, a lot of teams coming out, so that was that was pretty big. But like I said, we just wanted to pay our respects for the players then.
Had a very promising career.
Yeah, for sure.
Very promising.
I was looking at his highlights. Definitely was a first round pick. I want to say
he was him.
Yeah,
he was him.
And now we're gonna jump into NFL. But before we do, I want to shout out to Podbean, one of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
If you were trying to get into podcasting, let the players then know. Podbean is actually offering a 1-month free subscription.
Yep.
If you want to, just to see if you can do it, and it's some people do it for fun, some people do it for business. Some people just do it. Like I said, if you want to do that, reach out to us and we'll get you into the right direction.
Yeah. The DMs are open.
Podbean is a hosting site if you're trying to do a podcast. So if you want to do a podcast, you don't just record and then they go to Apple or wherever you need to go. You got to get a hosting site, and that's what Podbean do. They distribute. You get a link, and they get your stuff out to major companies who are looking for podcasts. So it's just something I wanted to throw out there.
Absolutely.
Let's get into NFL Super WildCard weekend.
Let's do it.
49ers, we knew they was gonna do Seattle like that. Let's be real, y'all.
Yeah.
I like Geno Smith, what he did this year. Breaking Seattle's passing yards for a season. Led the league in completion rate at 69%, and also breaking Seattle's completion rate for a season. Yep. So Geno looked pretty good throwing 4,000 yards. I'm proud of Geno. I thought he got the short end of the stick, playing on teams that didn't have big talent. And look what you do when you have talent.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
think a lot of quarterbacks can be really good if they have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf and
an opportunity
and a running back who got 1,000 yards on the season. I think that's pretty simple. And he showed out. Got to the wild card weekend.
It's crazy Russell Wilson never did that.
I said the same thing.
All them years.
I said the same thing.
I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it.
But if you think about it, he had Doug Baldwin. What big name receivers did he have?
He didn't have a.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to
receiving core.
And then last year he just looked bad, and this year he looked bad. So we ain't got to talk about that. But
not him.
But 49ers beat them 41-33.
Yeah.
Purdy. People don't like the script and the right, but I mean. Hey, I see some elite talent in that third string quarterback. I mean, do you give him a chance next year? If they get to the Super Bowl and can win the Super Bowl, I think Brock is going to be the starting quarterback next season.
As he should be.
And I like them as favorites right now. I think that defense in the second half just lock in.
NFC or to win the
just to
Super
win.
Bowl?
Just to win the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers. That defense is real and hungry. They don't give up points in the second half of games.
Okay.
And I've seen, and they did it again. They don't give up points in the second half. They did not give up points in that second half.
That's not a bad pick, but I don't think I.
Well, we'll get into that. I'm just saying, since we on topic, and I like Christian McCaffrey, and I like Deebo Samuel, and I like Fred Warner. I like that team.
They loaded at every position.
I like that team.
They got a good team.
But shout out to them. They won. And Chargers, Jaguars. This game, you gotta laugh.
You can't make it up.
I mean, I watched that.
You can't make this up.
I had to watch it. It was on TV. Football was on, and I watched that whole game.
27-0?
27-0. Jaguars did score to go into halftime. They did. Let's give it to them. It was 27-7. But you're not expecting to come out in the second half and not be able to score and move the ball. And that's what it was for them in the second half. Herbert only threw one touchdown in this game. Is Mike Williams that big of a factor? Because he was out. Was he that big of a factor for them?
Where was Keenan?
Gerald Everett led them with 6 receptions and 109 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a great game.
Yeah,
he had a great game.
Eckler had 2 touchdowns, but he didn't get the yardage that you used to seeing Eckler get.
Right.
They really shut him down. Jaguars' defense is really good.
And we said that last week.
We said it.
We said that last. And I picked them last week.
And we said you definitely picked them. I went Chargers based off the script. I thought Herbert was ready. I thought he was mature enough to be able to come out and rally those guys and say, "Hey, what the hell are we doing? We up." And then you just see 3 and out. He didn't throw an interception. They just had so many 3 and outs. And Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half.
Man,
but guess what? The second half, he didn't throw one.
Not at all.
He had 4 touchdowns.
They said he never lost a game on Saturday in his career.
And I had to post it because people didn't want to. They was like, man, please. But I'm glad I did post that. Yeah. Because it bit a lot of people like, wow, yeah, he
came back.
He don't lose on Saturday. You come back from down 20. It's remarkable. Travis Etienne done came alive. I needed him in the fantasy playoffs. He didn't have my back, but he got their back in the real playoffs.
Yeah.
He talking about just that week. Yeah, I could have been in the championship. It's all good. But he had a great game, 20 carries, 109 yards. Evan Ingram has turned into a –
Is he back?
He's back.
He's back.
I think he rejuvenated. I think the Giants was holding him back. And you can tell
he did not thrive in that offense.
No, and he was injury prone a little bit, but he looks very healthy. And when he's healthy, he's looking like a top 5 tight end.
And it was also easy to lock in on him because those years he was there. Well, a lot of those years he was there, Saquon was hurt.
He was.
So it's like the run game was non-existent. So we know where you want to go. So we gonna take that away from you.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna do? You know.
Yeah.
So now he's not really a focal point for defenses.
Right.
And he making them pay. And Trevor Lawrence, I would say, is an upgrade from Danny Dimes, especially at that time. Of
course. I think Trevor Lawrence is really showing what he can do. I think Jaguars are a threat to Kansas City next week, but we'll get into that too.
You can't sleep on them.
No, don't sleep because they bull rush D-line is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what they did to Herbert in the second half. They just blitzed him. And like I said, he didn't throw picks, but he was 25 of 43. That look like Tom Brady. It look like a Brady game. 1 touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, Keenan Allen wasn't he wasn't around. They lose 31-30. And rightfully so, they deserved it.
I couldn't believe they came back.
Rightfully so, they deserved it. No effort in the second half. Derwin didn't have any words. I don't have any words.
Nobody
I'm thinking, to be honest, I like Chargers, but that defense they got Bosa, but the secondary just not there. Right. And it showed with Christian Kirk doing what he did, what Evan Ingram did, what he did. Zay Jones had a wide open touchdown. Wide open. I was like, this game is I see the script. And Jaguars at home, and it flipped on them.
And social media let them have it.
You had to call them the Falcons. You had to.
They the new Falcons.
Bills Dolphins.
I was very surprised.
A third-string quarterback really in the first quarter he looked bad. Second quarter he had a great drive. He put up 100 yards. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Okay.
He looked good, but they just didn't have I think Waddle. I think I gotta blame somebody.
You blaming Waddle?
He dropped two catches plus 30 yards because a cornerback put his hand in there and ripped it out.
Yeah, I mean Waddle did drop some balls. Tyreek Hill dropped some balls.
He dropped some balls, but in the second half he tried.
Yeah,
he tried. You didn't see. I don't know. I can't say too much on this game. Josh Allen, he is turnover prone. I think he's a liability right now.
He didn't have a good showing.
I think he got to stop pump faking that pass. You got to just fly it. He pump faking and then thinking about it and ripping it, and they potentially could have lost this game only winning by 3 points. They don't have a run game. That let me know we sitting back in coverage. I'm diming you out. I'm having corners in, and you saw the spot. That's why the game was close. They had a safety on him the whole game.
And when he gets
it
sacked,
worked.
He letting that ball go.
It worked. It's like that Matt Ryan effect. Don't do that. Go. Stop. But I don't have a run game. Diggs had a great game. No. They just don't have a run game. And in the playoffs, I think the run game is the biggest thing.
Keep your offense balanced.
If you look at Super Bowl teams, they've had great run games. If you think about it, the run game is going to slow the game down. If you got to pass every play, and you got to worry about my quarterback got to scramble, no, because I'm gonna put a safety on him. I'm gonna put a nickel corner. I'm gonna put a corner on him, and I'm gonna just have him sitting on him.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he didn't. And Josh Allen didn't have a big game on the
one-dimensional.
He got 2-dimensional. And he had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 23 of 39, 352, 7 sacks. And that's because they sitting back on him. They waiting for him. It ain't too many people you throwing to on this offense. That's why Knox had 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was very surprised by
I was surprised too. Thompson came out and was like, he took a breather after that first quarter and was like, man, they not even playing good.
Right. They
playing to my level. Let me just calm down. And get out here and just do what I can. And he did. He was 18 of 45. God damn. He was 18 of 45, 220, a touchdown, and 2 INTs. But you're not even expecting him to throw a touchdown in this game. I wasn't.
It looks bad, but the score overall
the score is
like
the score
and
is
they
close.
was giving up that defense. They were getting the ball in prime position to
score.
They
were.
Like, I think one time they got the ball in the red zone.
Yeah.
After a turnover.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Next game, Giants, Vikings. Vikings, you didn't even disappoint me.
See, this
been y'all all year.
This the one game I got wrong out of the predictions. This is the only game I got wrong. I had the Vikings.
Did I go?
You went Giants.
Okay, because I just went with the defense. Kirk Cousins is a gun-firing quarterback, and he wanted to give this game away.
It looked bad.
It looked bad.
It looked bad. I wasn't even interested in watching the
Jones, game. Pay him. Off this game, I'm paying him. You done showed me a little something.
Yeah, he looked real good.
He looked good. He was 24-35, 300 yards. You're not expecting him to throw 300. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. 300 yards to who?
Right.
Who is he throwing to? Who was the 300? Hodgins. 8 receptions. I called you. I called you and said he going crazy.
Yeah.
8 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown.
Slayton, 88 yards, 4 receptions.
Hey, I just don't. I don't trust the Vikings. 13-4. It looked good on paper. That defense don't look good on paper, and they don't show out in games either.
Yeah, Saquon was a big threat in both on the ground and in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had over 50 yards running in.
He looked so aggressive the first half. I was like, I don't know, y'all. Hey, he looked too aggressive. I'm like, he healthy.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He ready.
Shout out the Vikings for finessing Detroit for T.J. Hawkinson.
Oh, yeah.
That's the next big thing.
Yeah, they didn't do what they needed to do.
10 receptions and 129 yards. He the next big thing. I don't know if Kirk Cousins is going to be there next year. I don't doubt it. I don't think Adam Thielen going to be there. I think they about to open up this team. It's not working. Kirk Cousins isn't working. I think it's time to move on. Yeah. I think Adam Thielen too.
He's just not it anymore.
They got so many. They got Zaire Smith from Green Bay. They got Danilo Hunter. They got pieces, but that secondary is trash. I'm gonna call it a spade.
Yeah,
the secondary not there. Harrison Smith.
I can't give you a name.
They got Harrison Smith lining up with receivers. The man is older. I know he was all pro before, but he not anymore. It's time to put him at safety. It's time to he's straight safety, y'all. Only.
Unfortunately.
And Patrick Peterson, they just got players out their prime.
Right.
They looking like the foul. It's time to. It be time to let them players go. I know the names sound good, but it's time to let them go.
That's when the Falcons gonna get them. When they out of their prime, when
right.
Nobody else on them, they wash.
Casey
they
Hayward.
Think they gonna come to Atlanta and just rejuvenate their career when they showed that they're done.
They thought Casey Hayward was gonna be all pro, but we'll get into that another day. Bengals and Ravens. I'm expecting to blow out this game.
Another boring game to me.
Another boring game. I think
boring.
Ravens came out physical.
Yeah.
And when I mean physical, I mean smash mouth. I mean Marcus Peters was yapping from the time the first kickoff. He got into it with everybody. I'm like, yeah, man, you may be out this game soon. Mm-hmm. But they gave him a warning, and then he calmed down a little bit. Not really, but I guess a lot of players don't get kicked out in playoff games because Bosa did something, throwing his helmet and picking it up and smashing it again. Right. And they didn't kick him out. But you know what it was to me? It was the run game. Baltimore had 155 rushing yards. When you run the ball, you got a chance to win. I don't understand why Buccaneers don't want to run the ball. These teams don't run the ball. Leonard Fournette had 5 carries, 11 yards. These teams don't run the ball in the playoffs and expect to win games.
That's crazy.
Chargers as well.
Right.
Eckler had 35. That's what I'm saying.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
If you're not running the ball in the playoffs, games aren't going to go your way if the other team is.
You got to keep that balance, man.
And Baltimore had 155. And Cincinnati had 51. That's why this game was close. Mm-hmm. That's why.
I also
they
think
ate up time.
For the way that going into this game, you will see how the talent favored the Bengals drastically.
It did.
But I feel like Harbaugh did a great job coaching
he did.
The Ravens with that talent gap.
But it seemed like the script was you need to put in your 4th-string quarterback or your 3rd-string quarterback because Huntley not looking good. That was the script from the sideline interview. He was like, "We'll see, okay? Like, stay out my business. Calm your ass down. Like,
I got this.
I'm the coach. You a reporter. Like, I hate when reporters like try to, and that's what it's come down to. Reporters like getting people to do stuff. That man had a game plan. That man had a game plan. He knew Huntley wasn't throwing the ball because Lamar barely throw the ball now. He knew they was going to run the ball. They did, and Huntley had a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the narrative was, Huntley ain't going to play too much. I think Harbaugh did that to get in everybody's head.
He had 2 touchdowns.
But I'm saying, I'm just saying the narrative. But I think Harbaugh did that to get people on, like, he may be going to the 3rd string. Huntley, no, he ain't even playing tonight.
Huntley was active.
He was a game manager. He didn't have the best game. He had 2 touchdowns though.
I mean, 1 possession game, they had a good chance to make something shake.
They did. They
came up short, which I expected.
Right. They turned the ball over in the red zone and they picked it up for 98 yards and scored.
Yeah.
I thought that was a big swing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that touchdown sealed the game. In my opinion. If they score that momentum, if they score that touchdown, Cincinnati don't win that game. I'm sorry.
Probably not.
I don't think they win that game. I think that defense was really smash mouth. But like I said, little mistakes happen, and they happen. And Huntley had I think an interception, and that fumble pretty much sealed that game. Yeah. And, shout out to Ravens for even doing what they did in that game.
Yeah. They put out a valiant effort, man. They came up short, but I got no respect.
I got none but respect for how they played. Yeah, a great game. I salute them. Cowboys and Bucks.
I told you them girls was gonna win.
I'm glad I beat Bovada yesterday and then jump back in. Because your boy wanted to jump back in so bad and take the Bucks. I just had a feeling that Dak looked so bad last week. I didn't expect him to turn it around, but he did. Shout out to Dak for having 4 touchdowns. Though.
He definitely did, and 1 on the ground.
Yeah, 5. 4 passing, 1. He looked crazy. I mean, Pollard ran the ball tough. Schultz, he's so slept on at tight end. 2 touchdowns, 95 yards. CeeDee Lamb, they didn't really need to go to him as much. He had like 67, 68 yards. That's what I'm saying, 68 yards. He had a touchdown, a wide open touchdown.
Wide open.
Bucks defense ain't there, y'all.
It's not.
It's time to rebuild. and start that campaign over. That's what I'm saying. If the Falcons next year can take over that division with ease. They got the money. I think the defense, the chemistry is there just a tad. And I trust. I'm hoping Terry can do what he can do.
Come on,
but the Bucs ain't looking good, and I don't like Brady to be back.
Me neither.
In a Bucs uniform.
Definitely not in a Bucs uniform.
No.
I can see him calling it quits, but I can also see him on another team.
For sure, another team. And what they gonna do without Brady next year? Because they ain't even play Kyle Trask. Like they play him like a quarter this season. So I don't know. I'm not liking Tampa Bay next year, and I didn't like them. I just liked them against the Cowgirls because it's the Cowgirls.
They bound to blow a game. I just had a feeling they wasn't gonna blow it.
But Dan Quinn got them playing excellent. I can't lie.
Yeah, they look really good. Mm-hmm. Everybody except for their kicker. I don't know how you missed 4 PATs. That's just ridiculous.
4. I don't know if he's gonna be there next week.
I wouldn't be surprised after he missed that third one. I was like, he might not have a job next week.
I don't think he's gonna be there next week.
Like if they make it past the Bucs, he might not have a job.
I don't think he's gonna be there. I think
you can't miss 3 passes.
I think you go do tryouts. If they ain't, they need to start.
Yeah,
I don't think
you need
to
be looking at whoever on that waiver free agency. Go get some. Try them out.
Yeah, try them out.
Put them in competition against him.
Somebody out there.
You know what I'm saying? If they kick better than him and they win that competition, you know what you got to do. That's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable.
4. You missed 4. I don't like it. I don't like them. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they got to play competition, we'll see. When you got to kick a field, let's see. I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the future is going to unfold for them. And divisional round. Jaguars, Chiefs, Wayne, who you got?
I got Chiefs.
I got Chiefs, but
it's gonna be a good game. It's not if people thinking it's gonna be a blowout and Patrick Mahomes gonna go in there and just dominate, which he might, but it's not. The Jaguars are not gonna be an easy team because they're good on defense. They got a great offense. They also have a great quarterback.
And Chiefs defense not the best.
It isn't.
They gotta get in them trenches because they gonna run that ball, and they gonna find ETN in the flat. My goodness, they gonna find Travis in the flat. And they receiver core is really good. And guess what? Calvin Ridley, it will be on that roster next year.
That's crazy.
That's a lot going on. Calvin Ridley will be on the Jags roster next season. With that receiver core they have right now, I'm not changing nothing. I'm bringing Zay back.
Yep.
Marvin Jones, what you want to do? You want to come back? I can bring you back on a little deal. I'm bringing him back.
I would too.
I'm bringing him back. I think Trevor Lawrence trusts him. I think he trusts all his receivers, but I think Marvin Jones is his guy when it comes down to looking for red zone opportunities and third downs.
Imagine you replace that with Ridley.
Whew.
And you already got Zay Jones and Christian Kirk. It's like you're gonna be guessing.
Yeah,
you're gonna be guessing.
You are.
And Evan Ingram, how he done turned into looking like a very good tight end in his league. Like he was projected to be coming out of college.
As long as he's healthy, he gonna be good.
So
I got Chiefs. I don't like the spread at 8.5. But I got the Chiefs. Giants, Eagles. This gonna be a game.
Yeah.
3 times in 4 weeks?
Yeah. They got each other number, man. They played each other, like you said, 3 times in 4 weeks.
Let me look at this real quick.
I'm going Eagles, though.
I'm going Eagles.
I have to. And this is not going to be another. We know the Eagles, had the best record in the NFC, but
last game. So
it's not going to be a blowout.
Let me tell you. So they done played them. They done played them 3 times in 4 weeks. So the last game. 5 weeks now. Last game was oh no, it is. Dang, it is. They just played them. Wow, that's crazy. So the first game was 48-22, and then the Eagles was like, man, 22-16. So that game was close.
Yeah.
Playoffs, I may go upset.
It's gonna be a good game
because there's too many Philly people I like. I'm going with them Giants. I like Saquon Barkley. I'm going with them. You know what? I'm going with Danny Dimes. That boy look good.
He do.
He look good.
The Giants look great.
He look good.
They look great, but they facing another animal.
And guess what? That game was 22-16, and Danny Dimes didn't even play.
Oh, he didn't play that game? And the Eagles were healthy? I still like the Eagles.
I'm going Danny Dimes. You dig? I got to.
Yeah, I'm going
Fuck
Eagles.
it. Danny Dimes.
I got
Fuck
to.
it. Danny Dimes.
Nah,
it is what it
game.
is. Yeah, this next game crazy.
That's up in the air.
Hey, man. Buffalo and Bengals. I'm going Bengals, though. I don't like Josh Allen the way he throwing the ball right now, brother. I got to.
I'm going Bills.
Okay. We'll talk about it. I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Bills.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I
like the contrast right now. I got
Bengals.
I like the contrast. We both got Chiefs. You got Giants. I got Eagles.
Now, I know we finna agree on this next Bengals. Game.
Oh yeah, the next game for sure. But
I got
Bills.
Okay.
Josh Allen, he can turn it around.
Whatever.
But I'm interested to resume next weekend.
Yeah, that's why I said let's not talk about too much on that one. Cowboys 49ers. I'm not going with them Cowgirls.
No.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Absolutely.
I think this is when Dak get back small.
Yeah.
And we start talking about why they paying him all that money.
I don't like it. Cowboys fans, at least, y'all should be pat yourselves on the back.
Yeah.
Y'all won a playoff game.
Good season.
12-5.
Hey, great season. Hey,
y'all got to see 12 wins. That is incredible as a fan base.
Hey, great. Hey, great season.
But
guys.
I don't see y'all getting past Purdy. I don't see y'all getting past McCaffrey. I don't see y'all getting past Debo.
But y'all,
I don't see y'all. I don't see it.
Like I said, great season, man.
Yeah.
Tom Brady retiring?
I think it might be a coin flip right now, honestly.
Okay.
I think it might be a coin flip.
I don't think it is.
What you think?
I think he's coming back. If teams are interested in me, I'm not retiring.
That's true.
If I'm the GOAT,
depends on what he want to do.
If I'm the GOAT and teams still want to pay me a lot of money to play on good teams that are competing,
they have a chance to, yeah.
Okay. That's a no-brainer for me. He already playing 20-some years, but so what? Keep playing. It ain't like he having like that man was players still had good games and
he still can play.
Yeah.
He still can play.
I'm going and if one of them teams is what I think it is and San Fran,
okay.
If San Fran like, you know what, we still you know what, we great, but we can be the best with you. If San Fran telling me that after possibly winning the championship, you retiring?
Not under those.
See, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be really hard.
It's circumstances,
but
it's certain circumstances.
I like for him to go to Vegas. And
they not good though. That defense is trash.
That's a location. That's a destination I can see him going.
Not if they not good.
Devontae Adams needs somebody that can get him that ball.
Lot.
They do, but what if they make the adjustments?
I don't think they are.
If they get Tom Brady, it's easy to make adjustments. It's easy to get that vet that still got juice in the tank that want to give it one more go.
We'll see, man.
Or,
I don't like Vegas. I don't think they competing. I don't think they turn into a competitor next season.
They become a lot better.
They become a lot better, but they ain't.
Because they were supposed to be good this year.
And they gotta play. They gotta play San Fran, and I'm expecting them. Not around AD. I don't know what AD doing, but you know. I'm not liking him over there if he know he got to play San Fran twice.
Hey, what's another guess you got location destination wise? I mean,
Miami.
Facts, because he wanted to go there before the Bucks
or Denver. My three. I don't think he going to Chargers. I mean, I'm tripping.
Ain't Denver stuck? Denver stuck.
It's a possibility they may be trading Russell Wilson.
Who want that? And all that guaranteed money?
I don't know.
I think they stuck.
I think if I'm like the Falcons, I'll take it if you send in players too.
I don't want it, but
if you sending Russell Wilson and you sending me like one of your young top defenders and a pick. Come on, Russ.
I mean, he better than what we have.
Facts. Stop playing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play on it with his
We're
top
not
like that.
Play. And then he gonna have a 6'6" tight end and a 6'5" another DK. Well, DK different. We're not finna add to that. Like, He not DK.
Yeah.
DK get
Not
that
yet,
ball
at
and go
least.
4-3 immediately. That shit crazy. He really brun.
Not he brun.
He get that ball and turn into a 4-3 machine. Like, this shit is crazy. That shit is crazy how fast he is, bro. But if you can sway teams, Russell Wilson may be out of there.
Potentially.
Falcons news. Dean Pease retiring. New defensive coordinator, who you got? I think a lot of people keep saying Brian Flores. I mean, these coaches that become head coaches that's not successful because they, defensive minded. You know what I'm saying? They just need to go back defensive coordinators. Dan Quinn is thriving as a defensive coordinator. Yeah. Teams want him back as a head coach.
That's his niche.
Is it gonna work? Probably not. Hell no.
He's a defensive coordinator.
I don't think
that's
so.
what it is. Just because he's successful at that doesn't mean he's
I
gonna be
think
successful
offensive minded
as a head coach.
people are head coaches. I think most.
Yeah. And that's why you have a good defensive coordinator on your team, on your staff.
Look at Kyle Shanahan. Look at what Todd Bowles didn't look that good this year taking over.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look too good, did he?
Sean McVay, another offensive mind. Even though they looked terrible this year,
I mean,
and
they lost everything.
And stuff, yeah,
they lost everything. But you can't make excuses. But yeah, I mean, I like Brian. I think Cordell Patterson tweeting that out. I think he got a lot of not say so, but I think he's influential. I think Cordell can be influential for the team. So I'm glad he said Brian Flores. He tweeted it out. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And Sauce Gardner. Wanted him. Remember I posted him in the Falcons uniform. People said, hell no. Did they not?
Yeah,
you remember that?
I remember
people saying he not the next big thing, and I said he was. I remember saying that. I remember posting Sauce Gardner and saying he is a lockdown corner. He is going to be the best rookie corner, and he damn near the best corner.
Was easy.
That was too easy.
That was easy. I mean, how could you not? He's 6'3", 6'4". If you watched him in Cincinnati,
they didn't.
In college, you would know.
The dude,
he didn't let anything get caught. No touchdowns, nothing.
His arm's so long when you catch they already in and he's pulling that out. He's a big corner. First corner to make All-Pro in the last 41 years. I don't think people really understand how hard it is. I don't think people understand how hard it is to make All-Pro as a corner. And he did it.
Yeah, as a rookie. Just no time to adjust because he him.
Yeah, I'm glad AJ Terrell made his. It wasn't his rookie year, but he's still All-Pro.
Yeah.
But to make All-Pro as a rookie, letting you know, like, hey, this another. They got another island.
Yeah, it's an island.
Jets got them another island. They was smart to go get him early. I wanted the Falcons to get him so bad. I really was mad we didn't get Sauce Gardner. I think him and AJ Terrell really make a statement on that defense.
That would turn our secondary.
It hurt that we didn't get him. I ain't gonna lie. I really wanted Sauce, but he Jets got them one. Are they gonna go get another one? Because I think that defense really there. It's that offense looking like scrambled eggs. That offense looking like scrambled eggs.
What they gonna do at the quarterback position?
They said Zach ain't coming back. They said they're not bringing him back. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But what you gonna do if you ain't bringing him back? Who wants Zach Wilson and that baggage he bringing, the off the field stuff he do? I don't want that. I don't want that on my team, unless you.
You know who they said coming.
Unless they.
Who?
Whoa.
Who?
Lamar.
Nah.
Man, Lamar a Falcon. Nah, we not doing that.
Or a Raven. He a bird.
Yeah.
He gonna be on the team that got a bird as a mascot.
Yeah, just I'm not. If Zach Wilson out there, they gonna. And if you thinking about trading Zach Wilson, you finna give up something. C.J. Mosley may not be there no more, or Quinnen there. Quinnen ain't going over. But you're going to give up something. You're going to give up a pick, or you can't just move Zach Wilson. And where is he going? That's the real question. And if you cut him, you just gonna pay him? No,
he better not.
Go over there, and
He better stay where he at.
He go to them Falcons. I'm going somewhere else. I'm sick of it. I'm really finna. I'm hard, but I'm really just thinking about just. They can't get it together, man. You got to think it's 2017, the last winning season. 2023. I may have to jump. I mean, who want to deal with that? And then my son ain't start getting him gear yet. I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't too
whatever
late.
gear I get him, that's the gear we rocking with.
Forever.
So you really got one more season to show me something. You got $85 million to play with.
Yeah.
don't play with me. Play with that money and get some players.
Play with the Chinette.
Get some players, man. Please, I'm begging them. And before I pass the keys, I want to talk about that Alabama situation. What the hell is going? So I don't have an official story yet. All I know is a Crimson Tide basketball player named Darius Miles. He's one of two men charged with capital murder of shooting a young lady. And she's a mother, man, 23 years old mother.
That's crazy.
I heard two stories. One story is a shootout, and she got hit by the bullet, and the other one is he tried to talk to her, and she didn't want to talk. And it's like, but how will people even know that happened?
Right, if it's nobody, unless he's saying it.
That's what I'm saying. Who's saying that? So I'm confused, but the young lady passed away, 23 years old. The shooting violence is just crazy out here. The stuff that happened on Panola last week, the young man, 24 years old, at the Tire Plus. He's doing a brake inspection after doing brakes. The customers think the guy's robbing him and leaving with his car and just shot the kid right on Panola. Last week, killed the kid, man, 24, man. The dude, I wondered, like, it hurt me because the manager was crying. The black man was sitting down. And when black people sit down and cry, it's a different pain. Like, when you can't stand up, he was like, he was just checking his brakes, and he was just crying, man. And 24, they said he wanted to be a master tech. They said everybody liked him in there, and he was advanced for what he was doing. And, yeah, man, he got killed doing a brake inspection. Customer come out, shoot him, then run. So you know you was at fault. Ran, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the gun violence is just crazy. And it's nothing people can do about it, especially in Georgia when Kemp just passed that law when you can just carry it.
Yeah.
So, so no license. Yeah, man, that's what we come down to. I'm going to go ahead and pass the keys and a little NBA news.
Let's get into it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about these Hawks first. They have been on a 3-game win streak since we last talked about them.
We gotta
take the wins when we get them.
And it's been good team. I gotta give it to them.
Yeah, so we beat the Pacers 113-111. Then we went on to play the Raptors, beat them 114-103, got them up out of there.
We was up the whole game.
Yeah. Then we brought it back home on Monday, and we played the Heat.
Yep.
Bam played, Jimmy played, Hero played. Lowry did not play, but he hasn't even been playing good.
I was about to say I don't know what Lowry doing.
But we ended up winning that game 121-113. DeJounte Murray had a very great game.
Yes, he did.
And we were on national television on TNT. So it was the game.
MLK Day. You got to come to Atlanta.
You got to come to Atlanta and handle business. So that's what happened. They came to Atlanta. We handled business. DeJounte Murray had 28 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds.
He looked good.
Trae Young, 24 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds. DeAndre Hunter had a pretty solid game, 15, 4 and 4. And
what John Collins do?
14 and 4 with 1 assist.
And he got a max deal, right?
Well, he didn't get a max. He got $25 million though a season.
That ain't a max for him?
It's for him, that's super max.
I was about to say, well, you got to Wayne.
For him, that's super max.
I was about to say, Wayne,
especially compared to what the production he's giving out.
You wildin'.
I'm just saying, technically it's not a max
but I'm
deal,
saying,
but for him, we're on the same page there.
Okay, because that's his last.
And he's not worth it.
That's his last 25 M's.
Yeah, man, John's been very disappointing this season. He is in trading rumors right now.
Right, and it's looking like it's getting worse, like bullshit on bullshit. Yeah, every time I hear a rumor, it's looking the worst.
Yeah, we won't get much.
Like, what are we doing? I'm saying, I don't even like the names. I'm like, we trying to move.
Beasley's been thrown out there. Jared Vanderbilt, both from Utah, been thrown out
Vanderbilt. There. We might as well keep Collins.
Yeah, we might as well just keep him.
Oh my goodness.
And just be sad. Just be sad that we have to start that. That's just what it's gonna come down to. If that's what they're talking about getting,
like
I don't like that at all.
Nobody do.
Tomorrow we have the Mavericks, so that's gonna be a tough road game before they come back for a back-to-back in the week. I think he's out. The last game they played, he was
been
out.
The last 2 games.
Yeah, so.
Well, no, last game he was out.
Yeah,
he played back-to-back.
So I don't know if he's going to be out tomorrow.
He going to play.
If he is, I guess that'll make it our task a little easier out in Dallas. But I'm hoping they can come back on a 4-game win streak. And then we got the back-to-back Friday and Saturday against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be in the building for that game.
Ooh, and Randall like.
That's the game we have to do our post-game interviews
When is that game?
That's Friday against the Knicks.
We
them fans going to be out, especially if we get that dub. That's going to be some good content. Definitely got to get that.
Yeah, we there.
And then on Saturday, we have the Hornets and LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, we there Friday.
So we definitely should take care of that game.
Yeah.
I like for us to get away with that.
They look so bad, man.
A lot of injuries. Gordon Hayward not there.
Right.
Miles, what's his name? Miles Plumlee. Or is it Mason? Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, no. Is it?
Yeah, I think
it's Mason. He looking
Mason's
like
been
a dog.
Balling.
Is he a trade? Like, can we?
It's like they start playing him 30 minutes finally, and they like, why haven't we been doing this?
He's a monster.
He is producing
everybody
game.
Against everybody.
He's shooting the free throw with his left hand now. Looking more efficient.
When they played the Hawks, he didn't make too many.
When
we played them this season, he didn't make
them win in Atlanta, but he's been making them.
Yeah, he have.
Yeah. He didn't make him in Atlanta.
He done caught his stretch.
Yeah. He done caught his rhythm. But in other Hawks news, they were finalizing a deal to make Kyle Korver assistant general manager.
There's too much going on. Let's elaborate on that too, if you got time.
Let's talk.
All right, so pretty much Travis Slink done stepped down, and they made it seem like Travis Slink was getting promoted. It's not really a promotion. It looks like one, but it's not. It's really him passing them keys to Landry Fields. Landry Fields is a puppet for the Wrestler family. And it's been out there that that's what it is. So the Wrestler family own the Hawks.
Yeah, they say the son's been
Tony.
Yeah.
So Tony is pretty much the GM, and he's at the practices now, and he's pretty much dictating starting lineups. It's getting out of hand that Murray came out and was like, damn, it ain't really about basketball. It's the off the court stuff that I'm dealing with that I can't get adjusted to on the court. And I can see that if you got the boss son that y'all practice is dictating what y'all doing, and hey, y'all do this instead of doing this, and how about this lineup tomorrow, and Frank Kaminsky in the goddamn lineups now? What the hell we doing? And we sign favors and don't play them.
Originally, when I heard the DeJounte news, I thought he was talking about just Atlanta
in
general. When I first heard it
seemed like
until I dug deep and found out what was really going on.
It's not even about. It's about the Wrestler family really trying to take over and make stuff seem what it's not. And
exactly.
That's what's going on, and it's affecting them, man. I hate it for them, though.
Yeah.
I hate it for the players. And go ahead and get into your segment.
Yeah. Another Hawks news. Jarrett Culver, he was waived. It wasn't big news.
He should have played more to me.
It's crazy to me how a number 6 overall pick just 3 years ago in the 2019 NBA draft pretty much fell off the face of the NBA.
But he looked. I mean,
he
okay.
hasn't. His rookie season in Minnesota, I thought he had a promising.
It was like 12. I'm talking about for the Hawks this season. When he played, it was okay. It wasn't the worst. I think he's great driving. I think he got a nice jumper. I don't like.
Got length.
It's too much. It's too much politics. I like the Raptors to go snatch him. It's too much politics in these sports.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's really looking good for him. I think you know how it is in the NBA.
Stanley
Once you start getting swapped and traded and waived, it's hard to get that name back. Sheesh. That you're a reliable NBA player that an organization can depend on.
That's tough. I hate it.
And I hate it for him because I thought he was going to have a great career coming out of Texas Tech. I thought he was, but
damn,
the dice not rolling in his favor, man.
It's not.
Not at all. And then this totally surprised me when we found this out today.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Trae Young apparently after game 2 of the first round last year against Miami, apparently he booked a private flight back to Atlanta and didn't travel with the team.
Didn't let nobody know nothing, just left.
They swept that under the rug. They didn't let outlets air that out. But he looked
so bad in that series, it makes so sense. That man don't want to be here.
He looked real bad. The only game he looked good was game 3.
And he
got the the floater for the game winner.
He don't want to be here, man, and it's tough. But Hawks fans, y'all got to brace yourself. Trey may not be here next year. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Stay, Trey.
It's not looking good. I don't think it's Nate McMillan. I think it's the organization. When it's the organization, players get moved.
Yeah, because what was the quote that he said about the Draymond? We don't want to get into the Draymond Green segment, but what did he quote? What was his response to that? When
So
Draymond
I'm gonna get into it quick.
Draymond
Draymond said he wanted to be the villain. He don't need to be the villain. Trey said respectfully, I'm gonna decline. You know, that's not how I feel. But one day I'm gonna tell my side, and it's gonna take him. Once he traded, he'll be on ESPN with whoever. Or Shannon Sharp or whoever, and he'd be telling his side about, and it's going to make the Hawks look so damn. It's going to break. It's going to set us back from getting stars we already don't get.
And that's why he was so.
Oh man.
That's why he was so adamant in that one interview when the first news of him and Nate having a little, I guess, argument, if you will. He was saying, if you don't know the story, then like stay out of it. He was real like just stay out of it. We're not gonna talk about private matters. That's what he said.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about private matters. And stuff is starting to not be so private.
It ain't private.
Stuff is coming out. Stuff is leaking.
Nate McMillan, he came. They said he don't want to be here anymore. And then he didn't decline it. He was like, I'm gonna sit down with my family.
Yeah, and
he ain't say no. I ain't say that. He said no. I'm gonna sit down with my family. Like I always do. I think he out of here.
Yeah, man. But in positive news, we 3-game winning streak. We got to keep our foot on the gas, especially if we want to make those playoffs. Hopefully we can make a run. Hopefully we can get things going. Yeah. Some of the off the court situations handled, or at least handled enough to where we can be productive on the court.
Right.
And move forward as a team and be cohesive and keep playing good basketball. But is that too much of an ask? I don't know. Regardless,
I think it is. I think we in trouble.
I'm gonna be there.
You know I ain't gonna be there looking at no bullshit. I can't watch bullshit. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be there.
I can't watch it. I can't
start
watch
to finish.
I can't watch it.
But in other NBA news, man, I'm just gonna start off with the jaw dunk.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Dunk of the year times 10. I mean, why
did you jump, Jalen Smith?
He didn't even. He barely. I'm like, if you ain't gonna.
Why'd you do it? Why even do that?
Because he don't watch. He not watching. He's just playing.
Josh said, I need to start making the business. If you gonna jump with me, you gonna go viral.
Facts.
He said, if you gonna jump with me, you going viral. And it's not a lie.
Right.
Unless he missed it. Even when he missed the dunk, you going viral.
Right.
He missed that dunk on Kevin Love a season or two ago. I can't remember.
Right.
And it was viral.
Right. Yeah.
Because he almost put him in a body bag.
Mm-hmm. And he gonna do it again this season.
Oh yeah, you'll see more of that.
Yeah, right.
It's just gonna be crazy when he do it in the playoff series. It's just gonna be like the whole world watching,
and they gonna be watching and retweeting and reposting.
Ridiculous. New York's talking about sending off Derrick Rose, but they say they want to do right by him. They want to send him somewhere where he's going to be on a contender and may have some opportunities to get some burn. So. That's nothing but respect. Him and Tom Thibodeau go back to the Bulls days. So I think that was a great
Golden State.
Uh-oh.
That's
what I was gonna get to. I don't know where they could.
Golden State, Dallas, Milwaukee, Lakers. Lakers wanted them. They couldn't get them. The Hawks, we need a backup point guard, so it ain't even funny at this point.
Yeah. Aaron is solid, but
he's not a backup. He a player who can check in. He's not a backup PG though.
He be playing solid some games. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap on him. But
he be fouling. He be fouling.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
That'd be easy.
I wish we still had DeLon Wright, but we'll get into that too.
Yeah. LeBron funny. Before we get into how good he is. Hey LeBron, why did you say Hermothy?
Bro, when I saw that, I'm like, I gotta post it. I can't believe he did that.
That was too.
Why would you do that?
That is too funny,
just an old
bro.
Man. He don't know no better. He an old man dropping 40 on a nightly basis though.
Man, what? He dropped 48, 8 and 9 last night.
He gotta stop. I was watching that game. I went straight to NBA TV. I'm like, bro, he different.
Man, he got 3 40-point games at 38, and he played 5 games maybe at 38. Yeah. He got the most ever.
Yeah,
I think Jordan had 1 or 2.
Hey man, Kareem, I hope you in attendance.
Oh, it's over.
All that shit talking Kareem. I hope he in attendance.
316 points left before he break the record.
2 months.
That record is
playing.
Done.
2 months.
LeBron before the end of this.
LeBron is 2 months.
February, it might be over. End of February, it might be over.
2 months. Hey, listen, LeBron averaging 30 and 40. They play 4 or 5 games a week. 2 months.
Since he turned 38, he averaging 37.
And they can't stop, bro. Do he not look like the youngest player on the court?
And people acting like this is regular.
But you better give him his flowers.
38, he averaging damn near 38.
Give him his flowers.
Well, since he's been 38 on the season, he averaging 29, 30. But
give him his flowers.
And that's still crazy.
Man,
he averaging 30.
I'm glad I drafted him in fantasy. I get to watch what he doing the whole. He really monitor what he do the whole season.
And he's not sitting many games.
He's not gonna sit.
So he's being reliable.
He's a competitor.
Yeah.
Man. I love LeBron, man. That man different, man. I text you late last night watching that game.
Yeah.
He him. I'm watching that game.
Hermothy.
I'm watching that game. He different, man. And you gotta respect it. Like he the best. To me, in my opinion, he the best thing on that hardwood.
Man, it's gonna be all the best.
Dirk said I'm running out of debates.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how you gonna fight the fact that
Dirk said I can't keep going, Jordan. I'm running out of debates. I'm running out of them.
It's gonna be hard.
It's hard, man.
Only 2 people have scored 38,000 points in history. LeBron is one of them. And he's about to be number 1 in scoring
he's
ever.
talking about playing with his son. He's talking about playing with his son either against him or... Come on, bro. That record...
He's going to play another 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody going to touch that because Kareem held it for 41 years, I think.
Nobody touching that.
Man, we might not be here if it's ever touched. Yeah, we ain't going to see it.
It's going to be a young dude like I'm scoring... It's going to be... It's gonna be somebody averaging 35 for their career. It might be
3 generations from now,
right? And going nuts. Yeah,
that's because it's not only do you have to be a prolific scorer, you have to stay healthy, have longevity, keep up with that. Your body
gotta really be able to be like, all right, bro, let's do it.
Like that's not nothing to scoff at, man. That is the biggest milestone in NBA history.
He looks so healthy. He don't have any body fat.
No,
he probably one of the healthiest NBA players in the league, smoking cigars and drinking wine every night.
Yeah,
easy.
Wine. You got to tap in on the wine. You got to get a little bit in your system, man. keep you rejuvenated. But yeah, LeBron's playing out of this world. Anthony Davis reportedly gonna be back before All-Star break.
I don't care.
Great news for the Lakers. They also need to make some moves if they want to remain relevant and make a playoff push. Will they? We don't know. But with how LeBron playing, if AD can go back to what he was doing prior to this foot injury,
then they're gonna be tough to beat.
Like we said last week, if they get in the playoffs, nobody's not saying they're gonna be favorites to win the series, but the team is not gonna want to play that.
LeBron gonna give his all.
They're not gonna want to play that, especially if AD playing like him again.
That's gonna be hard to beat regardless. Bron gonna give his all. This Bron we talking about.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Mark Cuban emailed the artist who made that mural of Luka Doncic with the sign up saying, "Please send help," surrounded by crazy stat lines that he dropped this year. To name the 4, 51, 9, and 6, 60, 10, 21. We all know about that game. Probably the best game of the season so far, stat-wise, for one player. 43, 7, and 11, and 50, 10, and 8. I think the sign is on brand for being truthful.
It is.
He does need help. Granted, Christian Wood has been playing great this season.
It's not enough.
Dinwiddie has been playing good, but sometimes he's inconsistent.
Trade him.
Outside of that,
I don't think Dinwiddie's a good fit for what Luka trying to do. Luka trying to spread it and find a 3-point shooter. Dinwiddie want to catch it at the 3-point line, pump fake, and average 5, 6 assists a night. No, we need you to average 20 points a night. We don't need the assist, buddy. I got the point guard.
Right.
I don't need your assist. I got it. I need you to shoot though, and him under 20 again is like Luka's getting quadruple team. Bro, get open. Why is Tim Hardaway? They said Tim Hardaway, you got to start. You have to, bro.
Yeah.
We can't bring you off the bench. It ain't
Bullock
working.
Not it no more.
He not it. And the other, what's his
Dorian
name?
Finney
he
been
out.
hurt.
Yeah, so that's tough on Dallas.
Kleber, is he hurt? Because I ain't heard from him unless he just fell off the face of the earth.
I don't know. I don't really I try to keep up with Dallas, but
their center situation is weird.
Christian Wood should be
right. Christian Wood should be starting, but then when they were having Dwight Powell start, JaVale McGee wasn't touching the court, which he's still not.
That's weird to me. Why is he there?
Yeah, why'd you go get him? I guess for depth. I don't
probably
know.
For playoffs. You know, some players really don't. George Hill, them type players don't play to playoffs.
Yeah,
he probably a playoff center. I don't know.
I guess so. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. And Scotty Barnes pointing in Quentin Grimes' face and saying you is not him is wild.
Yeah,
we don't gotta really talk about that, but that's wild. Though.
When I saw that, I'm like, that's like he was too
and he
close.
Said it like 6 times. Like
he was too
not
close.
Him.
He was
like,
too
I don't
close.
Know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. That's disrespectful.
Too disrespectful.
Oh yeah, and when you posted the dude that went out there and put on a dunk clinic for the Lakers.
Bro, they gotta. I'll be like, what you trying to like just come to a swing by practice and.
He probably can only dunk.
Yeah,
it was really impressive.
It was nice though. It was cool,
it was extremely impressive.
Dope.
Not hating on the. I wish I could do it. That was dope.
That was dope. He put it
to
behind.
do that
he did a bounce on his leg.
He really stole the show
for
like a minute or two.
What if they pay him and he really not that?
They probably.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking.
Because I'm at the Hawks games all the time.
Do that
they
stuff.
They hire dancers,
the little kids be dancing.
Actors in the stands to put on a Raptor shirt and then come out and say. So
that probably, been. He was doing too. He
could have been for entertainment.
He did a 360 dunk, bro.
Could have been for entertainment.
It could have, but
he didn't
nice.
miss a single dunk like he was prepared for that moment.
It was good entertainment. I wasn't thinking about that, but it was good entertainment.
And kind of wrap up the show. We're just gonna get into some of the standings right now in the Eastern and Western Conference. Number 1 on the East is Boston. We do have to talk about Jason Tatum dropping 51 on MLK Day.
It was too easy and it was efficient.
I mean, he looked like he could do.
And he didn't have to. He didn't have to drop 51. They was up big in that game. He shot that 3 at the end just because.
He was hot. He had the hot.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have to do that. He shot it anyway.
No, he had to. He had to.
He had to do that.
If you got 48 and you got an opportunity to get that 50 piece, you got to.
Yeah.
And he hit it. And after he hit it, he was like, "Don't even give me the ball no more, man. Just run the clock out."
Facts.
Shit over with.
It is what it is.
Brooklyn, 2nd in the East. I think they'll maybe fall to at least 4th or 5th by the time KD come back.
Too close.
Kyrie's out right now. He's out tonight.
I told you they was gonna lose to the Spurs.
Yeah, he's out tonight. He also hasn't been stepping up how I thought he would when KD went down. I'm expecting 35-point games, 30-point games.
Let's be honest. Kyrie really don't be stepping up like how we think because he played with Bron. Like them Boston days, I ain't see the step up game there.
Well, we know he's not the Superman.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't expect him to step up.
He's the ultimate.
I think he's the ultimate sidekick. He is. He's the ultimate sidekick superstar. He is. I'm sorry.
Man,
he can't lead a team. He can't lead a team though.
He can't.
I think when it comes down to superstars, you got to be able to win games as that guy.
He's a superstar.
He is, but he's not a superstar who can win games.
No, he's not a.
That's why
he's not a one.
But that's why I didn't expect him to step up. That's why I didn't expect him to step up. I think they're going to fall even with him healthy. With no KD, they're not going to win games because he's not. He's not going to demand those wins. I don't see it. He's a nonchalant superstar on that court. We've seen it. I think Boston should have a championship in the Raptors. To me, I think they should.
Yeah.
I think they should. You had a lot of talent there, buddy.
Yeah. Or at least they should have more than one finals appearance at the minimum.
Man, I think they should have had one. That team was loaded. Coaching was loaded. I don't get it.
I think they should have had a finals appearance.
Okay,
I don't know if they would have won.
But you saying superstar? I'm just carrying that weight.
No, he's a superstar, but he's not a first option on the championship team.
When I hear superstar, I'm thinking like, bro, he's a winner. Like he's going to win these games. Kyrie not winning games?
No, not by himself. Not by himself.
So that's why I don't expect him to even healthy. He's not going to win games. They're going to. Hawks are 2 games out of 6 seed. They not even in. They what 10th seed, 9th seed?
Yeah, 9th.
That's what I'm saying. The race is too. Brooklyn lose 4 or 5 games and they'll be 6 seed.
Yeah, I mean Brooklyn is 6 games ahead of us right now.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're the second seed.
They lose 5 games, they'll be 6. That's what I'm saying. The races, they gotta win, and I don't like them winning tonight against the Spurs. Against with Coach Pop with no Kyrie and KD.
I don't like that at all.
That's hard. That's playground basketball. I
don't like that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that one.
Coming in at number 3, we got Milwaukee, who's also been having some struggles as of late.
Giannis
knee. He hasn't been playing the last 2 games. I think today will be the 3rd game because he sat both halves of the back-to-back.
Toronto up on that too.
So Drew Holiday, he's been healthier as of late, but he's also had some health issues this season.
Not even playing.
Middleton's played 3-4 games this season. I think 7, but then he's been gone. We don't know when we're gonna see him. They saying he's ramping up. I think he even went to the G League for a little bit, but we still haven't seen him in the NBA game.
Right.
Philly comes in at number 4. They looking good. That's where they should be. Embiid and Harden are doing what they need to do. 5, Cleveland. 6, New York. And then in the play-in, as of right now, that 7th through 10th seed is Miami, Indiana, Atlanta, and Chicago. Toronto's outside looking in. So is Washington, Orlando, Detroit, and Charlotte.
Yep.
In that Western Conference, number 1 is Denver. Jokic looking like he
MVP.
has a legitimate chance at winning 3 in a row. It hasn't been done since Larry Bird. I think that year he 3-peated. He also won a championship. I want to say it was 87, if I'm remembering right. They already say he the Larry Bird of this generation. He's just 7 feet.
Right.
So
yeah,
I mean everything is on the narrative is there.
He good.
Everything is on pace.
He's good.
They looking great. They looking healthy. Jamal Murray, MPJ, they're both back. But it's also we talked about this last week. Aaron Gordon stepped up tremendously this season.
Yeah.
They're picking up KCP, 3-and-D.
KCP is really good.
Bruce Brown. I mean, the pieces that they have are just fitting perfectly in their system around a superstar, generational talent in Jokic. So, I mean, it's looking really good for Denver. Memphis coming in at 2. We know what they can do. Once they stop talking so much, it's hard to beat them.
Yeah.
When they shut up, like they pop their shit a little bit, but when they just
play,
sometimes they just talk too much, and it's like, all right, now y'all getting out y'all element.
Yeah.
But Memphis sitting at the 2nd seed, New Orleans at 3. I think New Orleans could easily be the number 1 seed if Zion and Brandon Ingram are healthy.
Me too. Brandon gotta get healthy, man.
Brandon still's not playing. He hasn't played since late November. Zion went down and I think late December, but he's gonna be gone for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, he'll be back next month.
Yeah, but they're still number 3 in the West. So I think they're gonna be a hard team to face in those playoffs, especially healthy. Sacramento, I'm gonna keep saying they're top 4.
They're good.
They are beating teams. They have 2
Sabonis,
all-stars, I think. De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. Sabonis is him. Sabonis is a top 3 center in his league.
Oh yeah, facts.
I think it's
and a top 5 passer.
I think it's Jokic, Embiid, Sabonis.
He's a top 5 passer too.
He's a top 3 center in his league. He looks great. Dallas coming in at 5. Clippers coming in at 6. And then in the play-in, from 7 to 10, Golden State, Utah, Minnesota, Portland. Outside looking in, OKC, Phoenix, very surprising, but they have been very unhealthy.
They're done.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker are out right now. And Ayton's been unhealthy a little bit too. And then LA, San Antonio, and Houston.
Yep.
But that's all the NBA news I got. Before we go, we had to shout out Prize Picks. If y'all don't have a Prize Picks account, get one. Use the code Players Den. They have 100% match up to $100. So if you throw in 50, they'll match a 50. You throw in 100, they'll match 100. You throw in $1, they'll match $1. So use code Players Den. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out Clean Energy as well. It's one of our branding partners. Certified organic vegan. It's a plant-based, and right now they only have one flavor, which is banana, strawberry, blueberry, spinach, and flaxseed.
It tastes great though.
It tastes great.
Honestly.
Cold is great, and they only tell you drink it cold. So try it cold.
I done drunk one non-cold, and I'm still cool to me. But I was in the Army. I don't count.
Yeah, that don't count. He on. Yeah, he don't. That don't count. But I'm about to get a couple more. If you want to try it out, hit me up. We'll get in touch with you. Yeah. But I just drink them in the mornings. You know, kill time for me going to get some food or when I'm about to play ball or something. I just take me one. But try it out. It's clean smoothie. And that's about it, man.
Yeah. So y'all been tuned in to the Players Den podcast. It's your boy Wayne
Tone,
and we out, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.